Saturday, we don't have any problem because next Friday, Saturday and Sunday is holiday over here, so we don't have to go to college, so we can manage. Yeah, on the weekdays it is a little bit harder to manage, but on weekends, Friday and Saturday, we can manage.
Oh, that's fine, sir. But when we are in the administration, there is no weekend, sir. We have to work. We have to be there by 24/7.
That's true. That is absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many participants are there this time? I see the list. I think number of participants are there, right?
Yes, a total 81 people have
81,
applied.
yeah, that's what I was
Out
thinking
of
around.
them, we have selected 63 abstract only.
Okay.
So 63 abstracts are there.
So we have a proceeding of this conference.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Send me the copy of this proceeding once you guys are done.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We'll send you, sir.
हाँ जय सर एक वक्त जरा कॉल करी लो राव सर ने
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. PL Patel, sir, our Deputy Director, have joined meeting. Good morning, sir.
Very good morning,
Yes,
Dr.
yes. Good morning,
Very
sir.
good morning to
Good morning,
all
sir.
experts.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Very good morning.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, our director sir has also joined.
Good morning, Director, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Namaste.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
It is good that again we have seen Professor Dr. Colonel Dimple Chalis there again.
Yes,
Last
yes,
time
yes.
also.
Yes.
We could see here. Yeah. Oh,
How are
very
you, sir?
nice. Fine, sir.
Good.
Good.
So, Director sir and PL Patel sir, with your permission, shall we start?
Oh, sure.
I think we can start now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Time
please.
only. Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Jayas, please proceed for the.
Yes, sir. I think Director, sir, have joined the meeting or?
Sir is there.
Sir is there, no, sir? Okay.
Rao sir is there.
Might be some technical issues are there. I think.
Yes. I think he is muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rao sir.
You are able to hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir,
are
yes,
able
sir.
to hear you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, with
Okay,
your
sir.
permission, shall we start the program?
Yes, we start.
Yeah, please. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
One night is requested. You can start the program.
Okay, sir. A very good morning to one and all present here, and welcome to the International Conference on Mathematical Modeling and Simulation in Physical Sciences. We all have assembled here for the inaugural ceremony of this program, and I, Vandana Kakran, will be hosting this ceremony for today. We have with us our honorable dignitaries Professor Arvi Rao sir, Director in charge of SVNIT Surat, Professor P.L. Patel sir, Deputy Director of SVNIT Surat, Professor Dimple Kumar Chalis Hazar sir, Chief Guest of this conference, Dr. Dimple Shah ma'am, Head of Department of Physics, Dr. Jayesh Duryasar, Head of Department of Mathematics and Humanities, Professor V.H. Pradhan sir, Chairman of this conference, and Dr. Yogesh Sonwane sir, Dr. Saroj Yadav ma'am, and Dr. Saurabh Gupta sir as organizing secretaries of this conference. On behalf of the Department of Mathematics and Humanities and Department of Physics, it is my immense pleasure to welcome all the honorable dignitaries, faculty members, and participants on the inaugural ceremony of this conference. It is our holy tradition to worship our goddess Saraswati before any important event. So let us dedicate a prayer to Ma Saraswati before we can proceed further.
या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापहा
Now, to begin with the proceedings of this ceremony, I would like to introduce Professor V.H. Pradhan sir, Chairman of this conference. Professor Pradhan is a professor at Department of Mathematics and Humanities, SVNIT Surat. He has held various administrative positions including Dean of Student Welfare, Chairman of MSc Integrated Admission Committee, and Associate Dean of Students' Welfare in the earlier years. He has published more than 100 research papers in various international journals. Professor Pradhan is currently acting as the Chairman of Medical Advisory Committee in SVNIT Surat. Thank you, sir, for joining with us. Now, I would like to invite our Honorable Pradhan, sir, to give opening and welcoming remarks of this conference. I request, sir, to please come forward and welcome the participants.
Yes. Very good morning to all. On behalf of the organizing committee of this conference, I take this opportunity to welcome the dignitaries, invited speaker, and all the participants. First of all, I would like to invite, I would like to welcome Honorable Director of SVNIT, Professor Arvi Rao. Sir, we have always been motivated with your academic performance, what you have shown in our institute. We always feel proud for your excellent academic and administrative performance. Sir, you always motivated us and always cooperated us in all the activities of our department. I welcome you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I welcome Honorable Deputy Director, Professor P.L. Patel, sir, for joining in this inaugural program. Sir, you have been always kind enough to help our department, and you have played a wonderful role in organizing several activities under the Diamond Jubilee celebration of our institute. And as a part of this Diamond Jubilee celebration, we are organizing this conference. For that, you have cooperated and given your active participation. Thank you very much, sir. I welcome from the bottom of my heart. I welcome the chief guest of this conference, Professor Dimple Chalis Hazar, sir. Sir, we know that this is an odd time for you. It might be a late night hours, but still you have accepted this invitation to remain as a chief guest of this conference. We are very much thankful, and we know that whatever the contribution you have made in the field of mathematics will definitely help us in your keynote address. I welcome you, sir, and thank you very much, sir, for accepting our invitation.
Thank
I
you.
welcome the speaker of this conference, Professor Kashi Vishwanathan sir, who has also joined in this inaugural function. Thank you very much, sir, for joining in this inaugural function. I welcome you, sir. Professor Kashi Vishwanathan sir is Professor of Mathematics at NIT Warangal and recently took the charge of Dean Academic. Thank you very much, sir. I also welcome the head of physics department, Dr. Dimple madam, and thank you, madam, for joining us in this inaugural function. I also welcome all the participants who have already joined in this inaugural function. I am sure that you all will be benefited. I know that how much hardship and the time the organizers have devoted in this. We have always remained serious to chalk out all the program academically strong. We have received good number of papers, and I congratulate the organizers, especially the organizing secretaries, Dr. Jayesh Dodia, Dr. Yogesh Sonwane, Dr. Saroj Yadav and Dr. Saurav Gupta. And I am very much happy to see that now the newly joined faculty, Dr. Saurav Gupta and Dr. Saroj Yadav, have also came forward. And for that, Dr. Jayesh Dodia has always motivated the youngsters to come ahead. I am very much happy to see. Thank you very much, all of you. And last but not the least, my all dear participants, I welcome you all. And I am sure that whatever the program we have already arranged, I request all the participants to participate in this all invited talks, and you also play a very important role in presenting your research work. I am sure the way in which we have tried to make this second international conference will definitely help to all of us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We also have with us our respected organizing secretary, Dr. Yogesh Sonwane, sir. He is an assistant professor at Department of Physics, SVNIT Surat. He has published more than 150 research papers in the reputed international and national journals. Under his guidance, one research project has been successfully completed and 2 research projects are still going on. He has supervised 5 PhD theses and 19 MSc dissertations successfully. Thank you, sir, for giving us your precious time. Now, I would like to invite you to give a brief overview about the conference.
Thank you, Vandana, for a nice introduction. Respected all dignitaries and my colleagues and researchers. A very good morning to one and all present here. It's immense, me a great pleasure to welcome you in the second virtual international conference on mathematical modeling and simulation in physical sciences 2022. We have with us our honorable dignity, patron of the conference and the president of the inaugural function, Professor Arvi Rao, Director Sir of SVIT, and the chief guest of inaugural program, Professor Dimple Kumar Chalis Hajare Sir from Virginia Military Institute, USA, and the co-chairman of CCE SVIT, head of the department, Dr. D.V. Shah, and the head of Department of Applied Mathematics and Humanities, Dr. Jayesh Duryasar, and all my colleagues and the dear participants and researchers. As your knowledge is increases day by day with the revelation, and it is necessary to us to enhance our knowledge. And this conference is the one of the efforts in this direction. The main goal of this conference is to enhance our knowledge in the mathematical modeling and the simulations techniques in physical sciences. For this international conference, we have received 81 abstract papers, and after PP review process, we have selected the 60 papers in the presentation, and we got the papers. We believe always in a quality training and the education, and the participants are the selected from the USA, Australia, UK, Sweden, Nepal, etc. And from the India, we have received from the IDs, NITs, central universities, and the state universities of India. In this conference, that's one keynote talk and the 2 plenary talk and 3 invited talk, and the total 10 session of 1.45 hours are scheduled for the theoretical and the practical modeling and the simulation of the physical sciences in the form of the oral presentation. And there will be one more session on the interaction session on the research trend and the challenges. And the total 7 speakers is invited in this conference. Out of 4 are from the foreign countries like USA, Australia, Sweden, and Nepal, and from prestigious institutes like the NIT Warangal, IIT Roorkee, and IIT Kharagpur. And our keynote speaker is the Professor Dimple Kumar Chalis Hajare, sir, from Virginia Military Institute, USA, and the planning speakers are the Professor Kashi Vishwanath, NIT Warangal, and Deepak Mane, TCS Australia, and our university speakers are like this: the Professor Madhu Jain from IIT Roorkee, Professor Dil Bahadur Murag from Kathmandu University, and Dr. Rupal Gavin from IIT Kharagpur, and Dr. Devbrat Singh from Uppsala University. And it is difficult to be organize such a conference, but we are lucky because we have the senior professor and the former head of the Department of Mathematics, Professor V.H. Pradhan, with us, and his valuable suggestion is always improve the quality of the conference. And so we would like to thank you for the support. Dear participants, SVNIT is always believe in a quality education, and I am damn sure about the end of this conference, you will can achieve the good knowledge of the modeling and simulation. At this time, the dear all, we are very strict about the certification. It is a compulsory for all. You have to attend all sessions. Otherwise, we are not provide you any certificate. And at the end, I would like to thank the patron of the conference and the president of Inaugural Function, Director Sir, the chief guest of the program, Professor Chalis Hajar Sir, and for giving their valuable time. I would like to also thank the head of the department, EMHD, Dr. Jayesh Doria, and the head of the physics department, Dr. Vivi Shah, and also the Saroj Yadav and the Saurav Gupta, and co-chairman of CCE for their valuable support for the conference. And I would like to thank all my colleagues for their kind support, and and I congratulate all the participants for their in the conference for coming and making this successful. Thank you very much to all.
Thank you, sir. Professor M. Chakrabarti, Chairman of CCE section, is unable to join us on the inaugural ceremony of this conference, but she has sent her best wishes for the successful completion of this program, and we would like to thank her for providing us the great opportunity to organize this conference. We also have with us Dr. Jayesh Duryasar, Head of Department of Mathematics and Humanities. He is an associate professor in this department, SVNIT Surat. He has more than 16 years of teaching experience. Under his guidance, 7 students have successfully completed their PhD and 7 students are still pursuing. He has published more than 80 research papers in various reputed international and national journals. Thank you, sir, for sparing your precious time with us. I would now like to invite you to address the participants about Department of Mathematics and Humanities.
Respected dignitaries, participants, and researchers, a very good morning to one and all present here. It's immense me a great pleasure to welcome you all in this international conference on mathematical modeling and simulation 2022. We have with us our honorable dignitaries, patron of the program and president of the inaugural function, Professor Arvi Rao sir, director of SVNIT, co-patron of the program, Professor P.L. Patel sir, deputy director of SVNIT, chief guest of the inaugural program, Professor Dimple Chalis Hajar sir from USA, head of the Department of Physics, Dimple Shah madam, chairman of CCE, all my colleagues, dear participants and researchers. I welcome you all in this inaugural session. The Department of Mathematics and Humanities has got its present status in August 2021. Earlier, it was the Department of Applied Mathematics and Humanities since 2009. Before that, it is one of the section of Applied Science and Humanities Department in SVR Engineering College. Over the years, the department has evolved as one of the epicenter of the research in India. Department growing steadily. Today, the department not only teaches various topics in mathematics, English, and management to undergraduate students of different engineering, but also run its own 5 years integrated MSc degree program in mathematics, in which the admission is made through Joint Admission Committee of India. The alumni of this department have attained prestigious position in teaching and research and spread over the India and abroad. The department has a highly qualified faculty member consisting of 3 professors, 3 associate professors, and 12 assistant professors. In the pursuit for research, the faculty member have covered a vast area of research such as numerical and classical methods in fluid mechanics, mathematical analysis, operation research, spatial functions, integral transforms, approximation theory, mathematical modeling and simulation, magnetic field dynamics, mathematical and computational biology, bioinformatics, biomathematics, biocomputing, data mining, image mining, techno-innovation to techno-entrepreneurship, general management, entrepreneurship, marketing, postmodern fiction, and Indian English fictions. The entire teaching faculty is actively engaged in the research in the respective field. In the department, total 250 plus 5 years integrated MSc program students are enrolled, 69 PhD students presently doing the research work. Till now, total 692 papers are published by the department in well-reputed SCIE and Scopus Index journal. The department has last 5 years research papers H index is 109 and I-10 index is 88. In last 5 years, department have handled 1 crore 30 lakhs rupees 63,000 rupees project of various academic agencies like you can say NBHM, ISRO, GUJCOST, and MHRD. Up till now, department has produced 92 PhD students in mathematics, management, and English. Department have a good placement record. In this current year, up till now, out of 53, 17 students are placed in a good companies and got more than 11 rupees 11 lakh per annum packages. Dear participants, SVNIT always believe in a quality education, and I'm damn sure at the end of this international conference, you can achieve a very good knowledge of mathematical modeling and simulation, which may be useful to solve real-world problems of your field. At the end, I would like to thank our patron of the program, Director Sir, co-patron of the program, Deputy Director Sir, and Chief Guest of the program, Professor Dimple Chalisaja Sir, for giving us the valuable time. I congratulate all the participants for their selection in the conference and for coming fruitful discussion of 2 days. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. It is a true pleasure for me to introduce Dr. Dimple Shah ma'am, Head of Department of Physics. She is an Associate Professor in Department of Physics, SVNIT Surat. She has more than 10 years of teaching and research experience. Her areas of research interest are crystal growth, thin films, and nanomaterials. She has guided many MTech and PhD students under her supervision. Dr. Shah has published more than 35 research papers in various reputed national and international journals. She has performed many administrative duties at departmental and institute level. She is also holding the life membership of many professional bodies like IPA and MRSI. We are highly obliged with your valuable presence. Thank you, ma'am, for joining with us. I request you to address the participants about Department of Physics.
Thank you, Vanna. Greetings. On the behalf of the department, I welcome Chief Guest of the program, our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor Arvi Rao, Sir, Deputy Director, Professor P.L. Patel, Sir, Chairman, CCE, Head of the Mathematics Department, Dr. Jayesh Duryasar, Professor Pradhan, Sir, and Yogesh, Sir, and all the delegates. It gives me an immense pleasure to project my department before you. Department of Physics has its humble beginning in 2009. It offers a catalog of academic programs for UG, PG, and doctorate level. Right from its accession, the department has expanded its scope steadily and at a phenomenal rate. With an arsenal of 13 experienced people, the department continues to contribute significantly in the different areas of theoretical and experimental physics. The vision of the department agrees with the vision of the faculty and the institute to raise the level of educating physicists and scientific research. The department has embarked on continual upgrading of its knowledge by organizing various short-term training programs, international and national conferences, and workshops in line with the research. Now, I am happy to learn that the Department of Mathematics and Humanity and the Department of Physics have bring down the boundaries to encourage interdisciplinary research by organizing international conference in mathematical modeling and simulation in physical sciences. The importance of blend of interdisciplinary science will lead to satisfy the modern needs of this era. I am stunned and amazed by this flamboyant aura of research and appreciate efforts of current generation. I believe that the conference will serve as a locus for interdisciplinary, a space for discourse and collaboration for future research. I express my sincere gratitude to plenary and invited speakers. I hereby extend my heartiest best wishes to the organizer for the grand success of the conference. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Purnima ma'am, can you please mute your mic?
शाम को खाना उसको बोल दो ना कि 2 जने खाना बना लो अपने लिए कुछ
We are also esteemed with the presence of Professor P.L. Patel, sir, Deputy Director of SVNIT Surat. Professor Patel is a professor of higher administrative grade in Department of Civil Engineering, SVNIT Surat. He has completed his doctoral degree in civil engineering from IIT Turkey. He has more than 22 years of teaching experience
Can we
and 4
mute
years of
Purnima?
industrial experience.
Vanna, can we mute Purnima?
रोटी मैंने बना रखी थी सिर्फ
Yogesh sir, can you mute her?
It's done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, Vanna, you can continue.
Okay.
Professor Patel has been appointed as Deputy Director of SVNIT Surat since 2019. He has held various administrative positions at SVNIT Surat, including Director in Charge, Dean Academics, Dean of Research and Consultancy, TechIP 2 and TechIP 3 Coordinator, and many more. Professor Patel's area of expertise include sediment transport and bed level variations in alluvial rivers, river morphology, hydrodynamics of alluvial rivers, and impact of climate change in water resources. Since the beginning of his academic career in the year 1999, Professor Patel was involved in undertaking research projects as a chief coordinator and numerous consultancy projects. He has published more than 185 research papers in peer-reviewed journals and conference proceedings. Many of his research works in which he has been associated received awards and international recognition. Professor Patel has been actively reviewing many scientific journal articles of international repute. He is a fellow of various professional bodies like Institution of Engineers, Indian Society of Hydraulics, and Indian Water Resources Society. We are truly blessed with your remarkable presence, sir. Thank you for joining with us. May I now request Professor Patel, sir, to please come forward and address the participants.
Very good morning, all. And our esteemed chief guest of today's function, Colonel Dimple Kumar and Chalisgar from USA, Director in Charge, Professor Arvi Rao, Head of the Department of Mathematics and Humanities, Dr. Jayesh M. Dodia, Head of Physics Department, Dr. Duryasar, Professor V.H. Pradhan, Chairman of this conference, under whom the leadership this conference is being organized, and convener of the conference. I think 4 conveners are there: Dr. Jayesh M. Dodia, Dr. Yogesh Sonavane, Dr. Saurabh Gupta, as well as Dr. Saroj Yadav. Other heads of academic departments, deans of the institute, faculty members of the institute, experts from mathematics and physics, present over here from all over the world, and my dear participants who are basically the main, the gathering for this particular conference. I would like to welcome you all in this through online mode with SVNIT, and I hope this connection which we have with SVNIT in online form will be able to serve these all participants by connecting these all experts from all over the world. This first international conference was organized last year on the similar theme, mathematical modeling and simulation in physical sciences. Last year, when our institute was organizing this Diamond Jubilee celebration. So I think this is the second international conference being organized by the organizers. So I would like to compliment Professor Pradhan and his team for taking the lead to organize again this wonderful conference, wherein we have the participation from all over the world, and I could see very good response from the participants. The institute, if we talk about the SVNIT, I said that they completed 60 years of the time span. And at this moment of time in the institute, we have 6 undergraduate programs in BTech, in different engineering programs. We have 19 PG programs on different themes in engineering. We have 3 years MSc integrated program in mathematics, physics, and chemistry, and wherein this our physics and mathematics department are joining hands together today to organize this wonderful conference. As far as the physics and mathematics, both departments are concerned, both departments are very active and producing a good quantum of research, as said by both head of the departments, mathematics and physics. Apart from that, we have this our PhD programs also running in all academic departments, and we have on date more than 600 plus students present in this campus. Of course, through this Corona times, they are at home place, and mostly they are here. So that kind of research program is going on. As far as the project is concerned, we have in our institute we have more than 25 crores project there as on date, and having the numbers if you talk about maybe around 70 plus. As far as the consultation is concerned, industrial consultation is concerned, we have 12 crores income as this like doing the consultation to different industries in the different themes. Our institute last year ranked 48th rank in this NIRF ranking, and we are coming under this 50 under 50 if you talk about the ranks, and our institute is continuously growing. If you talk about from 62 to 58, 52 to 52, 58 to 52, and then it is 48. So the rank is continuously improving, and year to year. And I hope we will have some good ranks come in the coming years. Of course, a lot of inputs and you can say great efforts were there. Of course, from our director in charge, Professor Arvi Rao. And our ranks are improving, and of course it is the contribution from all the faculty and staff and students who there in the institute. We are also in the process of establishing the CIDR, that is the Center for Interdisciplinary Research at the institute level, and I hope in time to come it will see in the actual phase. As far as the topic of this particular conference is concerned, mathematics and physics, when we used to be initial days of engineering, we used to call this mathematics is the backbone of engineering. We cannot imagine a good engineer unless he has the background of mathematics, good mathematics, I say. Now, just the physics, if we talk about, if you write any papers and some comments come from the reviewers, they always ask, what is physics into it? If you give any results, they always they just emphasize that what is the physics into it. So now when we are, joining hands, mathematics and physics, I think the mathematics has become this applied mathematics. Of course, applied mathematics means it is serving to the society, right? So I think this is a very good, move that both departments are joining hands together and giving good inputs to our all participants present over here. And I'm sure that with this kind of input, that will definitely help in their future endeavor, particularly in their respective research area. So I would like to thank all the experts, particularly this Colonel Dimple Chalisgar, who is present here from the USA, and for giving the, again, he was present last year also, and again he is present. So thank you, sir, for being present over in the SVNIT, of course in online mode, but future if we will go in offline mode, I request your presence to be here. So that is great. And also I would like to thank to all these experts present from all over the world who are giving their invaluable time to impart the, lecturing to these our participants, and that will help them to a lot. And last but not the least, I would like to thank to all the participants who have given their invaluable time and present for this making the conference successful. I again would like to thank to our Professor B.H. Pradhan, who is the chairman of this particular conference, and all his team conveners who are giving the very nice efforts in this direction. So thank you very much for inviting me for this particular conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. We are also honored with the presence of Professor Arvi Rao, sir, Director in charge of SVNIT Surat. Professor Arvi Rao is a professor of higher administrative grade in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SVNIT Surat. He has more than 30 years of teaching and research experience. He has received his DSc from Krakow University of Technology, Poland in 2017, and he has completed his PhD from BITS Pilani in the year 2002. He has held various positions such as Head of the Department, Academic Dean, and Dean of Faculty Welfare at SVNIT Surat. Presently, he is holding the temporary charge of Director of this institute. Professor Rao's research interest lies in applications of advanced intelligent optimization techniques. He has more than 350 research papers to his credit, published in national and international journals and conference proceedings. He has received national and international awards for his research efforts. He has developed many optimization algorithms like TLBO, Jaya, and Rao algorithms, which have been widely used by the optimization research community across the globe. He has around 17,850 citations to his research works. Professor Rao is a reviewer for more than 100 national and international journals and serves as the editorial board member of several international journals. He has guided 15 PhD candidates apart from guiding 45 MTech dissertations. He has authored 7 books and all these have been published by Springer. It is my pleasure informing you all that Professor Rao is listed amongst the top 2% of the scientists worldwide within the field. His academic journey is a great inspiration for all of us. Thank you, sir, for gracing this program with your valuable presence. May I now humbly request Rao, sir, to inaugurate the souvenir of this conference.
Yes. Yes, this is the souvenir of the conference. and I am happy to release this. Yes. Thank you. And in fact, I was hiding myself when Shubha was giving that exaggerated introduction. Now, yes, I have come out of. Yes, Shubha, I think our dignitaries, yes, they have released the proceedings. You can go ahead with the next.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would invite you to address the participants.
Okay. Yes. My friend, Deputy Director Professor P.L. Patel, and Chief Guest of today's conference, Professor Dimple Kumar Chalisazar from Virginia Military Institute, and we can say the chairman of this conference, Professor Pradhan, Professor Jayesh Dhodia, head of the Department of Mathematics and Humanities, Professor Dimple Shah of Department of Physics, and organizers, including our Dr. Yogesh Sonawani, our Saurav Gupta, Saroj Yadav, and other faculty members and students and participants of this conference. Very good morning to all. And I came to know that this conference is conducted now second time. First time it was conducted in last year, April. At that time also there was good response and it was successful and many good interactions took place. And this time it is for the second time, and this also has received good response, and I think quality is maintained. As our Dr. Sonawani was telling, more than 80 papers they received, but out of those, about 60 papers finally they selected for presentations and subsequent inclusion in the proceedings. And this is interdisciplinary, as now we can see two departments have come together. In fact, our new education policy is also saying that different departments should come together, and then there is a word, interdepartmental and intra-departmental, like that. So it is good sign that two departments have come together and conducting jointly this conference. And the topic of this conference, that is mathematical modeling and simulation in physical sciences. Here just I am thinking physical sciences, as far as I know, that deals with I think study of non-living systems and materials, etc. I think that includes physics, the chemistry, physics, chemistry, and astronomy, earth sciences, like that. Of course, material science, geology, etc., etc. And so I would like to see next the chemistry department also taking part in this, because physical sciences that covers definitely chemistry, physics, chemistry, of course, mathematical modeling and simulation, that is there everywhere, not only in sciences, that is there in engineering also. In fact, I feel more freedom with the mathematicians, because from the very beginning of my research career, I love to be associated with the mathematicians. And yes, here the conference topics I have gone through, even biological modeling is there. That means now not only physical sciences, the life sciences also they covered. And the latest trend, artificial intelligence, and all those topic, data science, data analytics, whatever are related topics, they have included these. And the participants from different parts of the world, of course, mostly from India. And what I expect them, you attend all the sessions and try to understand what are these models, what are these mathematical models, what type of models are existing, and for which type of situation, which type of mathematical model is appropriate or suitable, and how to apply, how to make the applications of this mathematical modeling. And similarly, related to simulation, one has to understand about these parameter estimation, validation, etc. And now the conference organizers, they have arranged many, I think, considerable number of invited talks. invited talks, keynote speeches, parallel sessions, such type of activities. And the participants can get a lot of knowledge by attending these keynote speeches, invited talks, and even all presentations. So, and by attending these sessions, one can understand the basic concepts as well as advanced concepts, and one can understand, okay, this way I have done my mathematical model, but there are other ways also to deal with my problem. So that type of, we can say, new wisdom can be dawned upon the participants. But for that, what is required? What is required? Now I am seeing 70, exactly 70, including me, in this inaugural function. But I hope that the similar number, if not exactly 70, maybe 60 plus or so, and present in the sessions. And if you attend all the sessions of these 2 days conference, that will be well and good, because that is the real meaning of the conference. One has to attend the conference, attend all the sessions, so that the knowledge level will be enhanced. At least delta X amount of new knowledge will be added to your existing knowledge base. But if participants are having some other works, and at least they be present in their session throughout. It should not be like that. My paper is scheduled, let us say 6 papers are scheduled in a session. Then suppose my paper is scheduled at number 1 place, then presenting my paper and then just vanishing from the meet. So if my paper is 4th paper, then just waiting up to my time of presentation, after 4th presentation, simply vanishing. So that type of tendency, you may get the certificate only, but you may not get any knowledge. What to do with the certificate? So nowadays, due to these online training programs or conferences, one can get I am not exaggerating, one can get hundreds of certificates in a year. I have seen in the media, particularly in TV channels. I remember one of the reputed university located in Hyderabad, and one student and his professor, they were shamelessly displaying that the student had attended about 400 training programs and including conferences in that year during that 2021. How shameless it is. 400 programs attending, is it possible? Then no one asked him also, the reporters or journalists, no one asked how you made it possible. And if just logging into the system, and just now we have seen also that Purnima, we have heard also what she was talking. And I hope the participants should not resort to such type of practice. Take it seriously, any activity. One example is our Jayesh Dhodia. I have seen him, how much sincere he is. After he took over the Department of Mathematics, he displayed many photographs and portraits of famous mathematicians, and he displayed in the corridor. Actually, that inspires and motivates the young researchers and young students. And yes, I know as an administrator also how much cooperative he is to the for the administration of the department as well as the institute. And so that type of sincerity we expect particularly from youngsters, because they are the backbone of the nation. And so once again, I sincerely and earnestly request the participants, please attend all the sessions and learn something new. It should not be simply a formality. So attend all the sessions and learn the new things. So I congratulate these conference organizers, including Professor Pradhan and our Jayesh Dhodia, our Saroj Yadav Madam, Saurav Gupta, and the young and dynamic our Yogesh Sonawani. Of course, other faculty members of mathematics department like Professor Shukla and Professor Neeru Adlaka, and other faculty members, and physics also we have many other faculty members. Here, one interesting point is mathematics department is having, I think, 19, including the management people also. 16 mathematicians and 2 management people and 1 English language the faculty member. And the physics department 13. But even though the departments are smaller, but their contribution is very good. The number of research publications by them, number of projects handled by them, all are very significant. Now this second international conference, which is getting conducted jointly by the mathematics department and our physics department, and I am sure that this is definitely getting success, and I hope that these organizers will plan their third international conference next year, maybe in January or February, and in offline mode, so that we can have interaction with people like our Professor Duryasar and even our Professor KNS Viswanathan, who is associated with our institute since long time, and such other dignitaries. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I am also delighted to introduce our Honorable Chief Guest of this conference, Professor Dimple Kumar Chalis Hazar, sir. He is a Colonel and Professor of Applied Mathematics at Virginia Military Institute, Virginia, USA. He has served as a Director of Study Abroad Program, Chair of International Program Committee, and Member of Liaison Committee. He has completed his PhD in 2005 from IISc Bangalore and University of Baroda. He has more than 25 years of teaching experience. His research specialization is on control theory and applications through functional analysis. He has published 6 books and more than 75 research papers in peer-reviewed international journals with 1 monogram. He has given more than 70 presentations in the conferences, including invited talks. He is the editorial board of 11 journals and reviewer of more than 25 journals. He has reviewed more than 160 research articles for peer-reviewed journals. Professor Chalis Hazar has supervised 6 PhD theses and 15 students for graduate and undergraduate level independent research, 2 capstone projects, and 1 honor thesis. He has been awarded by various organizations for his excellence beyond limits. Your presence in this program is a great motivation and inspiration for all of us. We are really delighted to have you here. Thank you, sir, for joining with us. Now, I would kindly request you to address the participants.
Thank you, Vanna, for nice introduction. Professor Rao, Director, Deputy Director, Professor Patel, Chairman of this conference, Dr. Pradhan, Head of the Department, Dr. Jayesh, Head of the Math Department, and Head of Physics Department, Dr. Dimple, all my friends, researchers, participants, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Vasant Panchami to all of you. Ya Devi Sarvabhutesu Buddhi Rupena Samsthita Namaste Namo Namah. Festival of Goddess Saraswati. I just would like to wish all of you the good luck and a blessing from Goddess Saraswati. It is my great pleasure to deliver an inaugural address to Second International Conference of Mathematical Modeling and Simulation in Physics and Sciences 2022, which has a history of past couple years in this beautiful city of Surat, India. This conference convened every year, I mean to say last 2 years, and hoping to continue the same thing for next coming years. Under the aegis of SVNIT, Surat, Gujarat, India. This is an opportunity for mathematicians from all over the world to discuss developments and the advances in this discipline. First of all, I just would like to congratulate the researchers, those who have done extremely good in the research areas and many more years of high mathematical achievement. Apart from our congratulations, our deep appreciation for his services they have rendered to human progress through their profound mathematical work. To be here in the midst of outstanding mathematical scholars is an accelerating experience. Though I must confess that I am not the one of the just biggest mathematician, but belonging to a country that has a rich mathematical heritage, and where it has been accorded a primary position amongst intellectual pursuits. I feel proud that this conference is being held here. India's engagement with mathematics goes back some 3,000 years. An ancient Sanskrit verse states, Yatha sisya mayuranam naganam mayanogatha tadrat vedanta sastranam ganitam murti sansitam. Means, like the crest of peacock and the jewels of serpent, mathematics stands at the helm of all sciences. Mathematics appears to have acquired an independent identity as an intellectual discipline earlier in the human history. India has been at the forefront in contributing to innovating the arithmetic, algebra, and geometry at different periods. The Pythagoras theorem finds and place in Buddhayana Sulva Sutra, a work dating back to 8th century BC. The concept of zero, or we can say sunya, originated from India. At this moment, I just would like to recall one famous quote given by Pierre-Simon Laplace. Who doesn't know Laplace? Everyone knows Laplace in mathematical community. A French mathematician said in the 19th century that it is India that gave us the ingenious method of expressing all numbers by the means of 10 symbols, each symbol receiving a value of position as well as an absolute value, a profound and important area. Again, said by Laplace, Jean-Pierre Laplace, French mathematician. The contribution of Aryabhatta and Brahmagupta to the development of algebra and astronomy in the 6th and 7th centuries are well recognized. In the 12th century, there was a Bhaskaracharya. His work, Lilavati, he wrote the book named Lilavati. Lilavati actually, she was the daughter of Bhaskaracharya. And by her name, he wrote the book. So Lilavati was the main source in the medieval India for learning algebra and arithmetic. The book formulates mathematical problems in verse from address to Lilavati. However, until the last century, the West seems to have been unaware of Madhava, a mathematician of 15th century who anticipated the essence of calculus. After somewhat dormant period of almost half a millennium, revival of mathematical activity in India was triggered by the advent of the extraordinary figure of Srinivasan Ramanujan. We cannot forget Srinivasan Ramanujan at this occasion. In the early of 20th century, Ramanujan's achievements were a source of inspiration for succeeding generation. Mathematics is a science, but nevertheless stands a little apart from other sciences too. Yet it is mathematical intervention that decisively confers the label science to any intellectual discipline. Mathematics, hence, permits all sciences. Mathematics has had a big role in the development of computer science and the information technology. There are plenty of applications of mathematics in technology, and the mathematics used there in reaching higher and higher level of sophistication. It is hard, for example, to conceive of any kind of, I would say, aircraft, any robot, or any future technology to be produced without a high level of mathematical precision. In recent years, the influence of mathematics in other fields has also grown enormously. Economics and social sciences are coming increasingly under this influence. The need of understanding mathematics is necessarily in all walks of life, whether engineers or scientists or those working in the world of industry, finance, social sciences, etc. This conference covers many disciplines of mathematics. I wish the organizers and the team a great success in such initiatives. I congratulate all those who have extended support to the conference. I understand that many individuals and the corporate entities have also extended generous support. My congratulations go also to them and the South Gujarat University, its Vice Chancellor, Dean, and the Department of Applied Mathematics and Humanities, Physics Department, SVNIT, in particular Mathematics faculty, for their role in the organization of this event. I extend a warm welcome to all the delegates who have assembled here, to the foreign delegates also, who have planned to contribute their knowledge over here. I extend a cordial welcome to all of you. In conclusion, I wish you all a very fruitful meeting professionally. This is a great platform, great opportunity for all of us, for the mathematical community to interact. I once again wish the conference a great success. Thank you. Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir. We also have with us Dr. Saroj Yadav ma'am, Organizing Secretary of this conference. She is an Assistant Professor in Department of Mathematics and Humanities, SVNIT Surat. She has pursued her PhD from SVNIT Surat itself. She has been awarded as a Young Researcher Award during her PhD tenure, and she has got more than 15 years of teaching and research experience. Thank you, ma'am, for joining with us. Now, I would like to request you to express the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Vandana. Thank you inviting me for vote of thanks. Good morning, all. Thank you. It's such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. And I feel honored and privileged to get the opportunity to propose a vote of thanks on this special occasion of inaugural function of the second International Conference on Mathematical Modeling and Simulation in Physical Sciences, MMSPS 2022. On behalf of Organizing Committee, I convey deep regards and hearty thanks to our Honorable Director, Professor Arvi Rao. Sir, we would like to thank you for your kind support, motivation, and always being a source of inspiration. Your valuable suggestions always help us to improve. I would like to thank the Honorable Deputy Director, Professor P.L. Patel. Sir, I thank you for inspiring us and supporting in all possible manners to organize this conference. I sincerely thank Professor and Colonel Dimple Kumar Chalisizar, sir, on behalf of Organizing Committee. Sir, your presence in this program as chief guest and keynote speaker is a great motivation and inspiration for all of us. We are happy that you escorted us as chief guest during this inaugural program and obliged us by gracing this event at this wee hour, which is around 11 o'clock in the night at your end. Thank you so much, sir, for sparing your valuable time for us. I am also very thankful to our conference advisory committee members from various parts of country and abroad. On the behalf of Organizing Committee, I thank Professor Dil Bahadur Gurung sir from Kathmandu University, Nepal, Professor Kashi Vishwanathan sir from NIT Warangal, Professor Madhu Jain ma'am from IIT Roorkee, Professor Rupanvita Gayan ma'am from IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Deepak Mane from TCS Australia, Dr. Deobrat Singh from Uppsala University, Sweden, for accepting our invitation as invited speakers in the conference. We are also very much thankful to Head of the Physics Department, Professor Dimple Shah, and Head of the Department of Mathematics and Humanities, and one of Organizing Secretary of the conference, Dr. Jayesh Duryasar, for their valuable suggestions and all kind of supports in organizing this event. We are also thankful to CC Chairman, Professor Mosmi Madam, who helped us in obtaining the necessary administrative approval for organizing this event. An event of this dimension cannot happen overnight. The wheel start rolling months in advance. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated, dedicated organizing committee, supportive faculty members, and student volunteers. I would like to thank our conference chairman, Professor V.H. Pradhan, for his constant help and guidance that radiated a source of energy within us. We will ever remain grateful to you, and we thank you, sir, for being with us every day. I am very thankful to all our faculty colleagues, research scholars, non-teaching staff members who always stand by us and motivate us. I feel proud and thank you all for making this event a successful one. I would like to steal few seconds to thank our organizing secretaries, Dr. Jay Surya, Dr. Yogesh Sonvani, and Dr. Saurabh Gupta for being such a good team. Lastly, participants are in the heart of any successful event. On behalf of organizing committee, I would like to thank all enthusiastic participants for their kind support and cooperation for this program. At the end, I would like to take this opportunity to thank one and all for your direct and indirect guidance, support, and motivation in organizing this event. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Vandana and Subha.
With this, thank you, ma'am. With this, we end up with our inaugural ceremony of this conference, and I thank all the honorable dignitaries, faculty members, and participants for joining us on the inaugural ceremony. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Jay, sir, should we proceed further or a break
Yeah,
is
we're
required?
having 5 minute breaks are there, and then after we'll continue the session.
Okay. So, shall I share my screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even now, you can stop your screen. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
This will let you take over from Agnihotri as the main presenter.